Getting set. Couple of 100 metres away from the release. MacDan heavily backed into $1.40. Was $1.70 today, just a short while ago. You could have got $1.70. Is now into $1.40. Act Now a drifter. And Expensive Ego is at $5, second favourite. They're all set. MacDan starts from barrier 2, 2,200 metres, first heat. For the paces, they're racing. Act Now began fast, but MacDan got off the arm quickly. Bulletproof Boy's testing him early. It's MacDan with Bulletproof Boy. Got a neck in front, but MacDan will get to the front. He seemed a little bit lazy there, actually, MacDan. He often bursts off the arm, but he took his time getting there. But the end result is he leads as expected. So MacDan in front. Focus Stride didn't have to work too hard to hold leaders back. Bulletproof Boy into a good spot early as Act Now presses on, and Expensive Ego is quickly working around the outside. Crime Rider got to the pegs, 3 back the inside. Wolf Strides 4 back the inside as they work down the back. They have about 1,600 metres left to travel. And it's MacDan on top. Expensive Ego works to second. Third is Focus Stride and Act Now fourth the outside. Then Bulletproof Boy, who ends up on the outside of Crime Rider. Next is the Black Prince. It'll settle down 4 back on the outside of Wolf Stride. Next is Longfellow. Onto the peg line was Pete's Said So. It's 5 back along the pegs. And at the tail of the field, Jillaby, Sylvester and Huli Nien. Around the turn, they complete 1 lap. They have 1,200 left to travel. Lead time in 41.8. And MacDan is the leader. On the outside is Expensive Ego. Third is Focus Stride with a run of the race. The outside fourth is Act Now. Then Crime Rider with a soft run, 5th on the pegs. Outside of him is Bulletproof Boy with a lap to travel. Then came the Black Prince outside of Wolf Stride. Next is Pete's Said So. From Longfellow, Jillaby, Sylvester and Huli Nien. They have 900 metres left to travel. First quarter was 28.6. And it's MacDan in front. Expensive Ego had to work around them. Sits without cover. They've run along at a good clip. 29.3 the second quarter. Third Focus Strides had a good run. Then Act Now in 4th spot, who's had cover most of the way. Next is Crime Rider from Bulletproof Boy. Then came Wolf Stride, the Black Prince. Next is Pete Said So. Then came Longfellow, Jillaby, Sylvester and Huli Nien. MacDan and Mark Pitt off the back. Lead 2 metres. Expensive Ego second. Then Focus Stride in 3rd spot, not quite holding the back of MacDan. Act Now's 4th as they head to the 400 metres. 28.2 the third quarter. It's MacDan 2 metres. Expensive Ego sticks on. MacDan called on now. Act Now gets to the outside. It's MacDan into the straight from Expensive Ego. Then came down the outside Act Now. It's MacDan tackled by Expensive Ego. MacDan kicks on. He's just in front. Act Now coming. It's MacDan, Expensive Ego and Act Now over the top. Act Now loomed up, grabbed the lead. Act Now got up. Act Now beat Expensive Ego and MacDan. The Black Prince ran a ripper 4th. Then Pete Said So. Huli Nien ran on well. Then Wolf Stride. Next time Jillaby, Sylvester. Further back Crime Rider with Focus Stride, Bulletproof Boy and Longfellow. 28-1 the final quarter. Mile rate 154.1. Settled in the 1-1 and has come over the top of them. Number 7. Winning streak continues. 4 in a row for Act Now. And runs down Expensive Ego, who was so brave without cover.